Alright, I have been to Shanghai in the Philippines, and I think people have been saying just as long as people have enough to eat there, have beds to sleep in, have houses to live in, which some of them actually don't even have houses to live in. Some of them live in uh, these these shacks, and some of them live in well, it would be the equivalent in the US to being homeless, but they live in pile of these piles of trash. They live in uh they live in the dump pretty much. And they poop there and they eat there and there's no sanitation. And I honestly think the whole world is a developing country. Even in the developed parts of all of the world is still developing in some way. Yes, in the United States, our life expectancy is much longer. We have better access to healthcare, even though I subscribe to secular talks and I believe in Medicare for all, single payer system. Uh, what else should I say about Shanghai? Was a beautiful city from the air, and I loved being there. But I was most surprised by being in the Philippines and seeing that there were, even though it was a developing country, it appeared that everybody had enough to eat. It didn't appear that they were desperate, and it didn't appear they were uh, going like didn't appear that anybody was unstable or malnourished. There was a woman asking for money holding a child, and I say, you know, if why would you have children if you don't have enough to provide for them? Why not just I think the politicians also should be focusing on developing countries. And I personally think I will criticize secular talk for a second and say I'm not sure I'm entirely against the TPP because it helps people in developing countries as well, even though most of the profit would go towards people in the US top 1% or the top 1% in the countries in Asia that were part of the deal. But it still helps people in developing countries. So, I don't know. I honestly think the mentality of, well, we only care about people in America is a lot like the mentality of what it would be like to be in the top 1%. Like, let's say we only care about people who are as wealthy as we are. That is a terrible mentality to have. That is a terrible mentality to have. Why would you say we only care about people that are as wealthy as we are, when in reality, you need to care about every single person on the earth. Uh, you also need to consider. I have no idea where I was going with that. Uh, yeah, first video, first video that is this long.